Stampers, today we're going to make this little treat tag, and we're going to use the Cello Bags, and this is what they look like. They're in the Holiday Mini, and these measure 1 by 8, and on the top of the Cello Bag there's a little adhesive strip, and you just peel off the backing, and then you can seal that over if you like. And then here is a Christmas one that I made with using Smarties, and this one's using the pencils. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you're going to use your Cello Bag, and then I'm using the Wisteria Wonder, and this is cut at 2 3/4 by 5 1/2, scored at 2 3/4. We're just going to fold that over. And then we're using 2 pieces of the black cardstock, and this is cut at 2 by 2. So let me go ahead and grab the big shot. Okay, so we're going to use the peekaboo frames today. We're going to use the scallop square right here. And we're going to lay the Wisteria Wonder. Let me show you that. You're going to take your Wisteria Wonder cardstock, and where you folded the score line, you're going to place this right underneath your scallop. So here's the scallop square. We're going to place that right underneath the scallops on the top. And we're going to make our sandwich with our acrylics, and then send that through the big shot. Okay, and this is your little tag for your Cello Bag. So let's go ahead and move the big shot. Okay, so I'm using the scrap pieces of black Wisteria Wonder and the Whisper White. We're going to stamp our images, and I'm using the stamp set called Spooky Bingo Bits. And I'm going to grab a piece of another scrap so I can stamp off to make this little spider web a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the Spooky. And then I got the stamp that says Boo. Okay, so we're going to punch out the Spooky and the Boo with the 1 1/4 square punch. And then we're going to use the black cardstock, and we're going to punch out 1 3/4 square punch. I'm going to punch out one of those. And then we're going to punch out the Wisteria Wonder with the 1 3/8 square punch. Okay, so we're going to put our pencils into the Cello Bag. Just like that. Now I'm not going to seal this up. I'm just going to actually attach this to the tag. So then the open part, you can slide the pencils out without removing the tag. Okay, so but first we're going to go ahead and adhere the backing of the Cello Bag to the inside of the tag. I'm going to remove this little circle thing there. Okay, so I'm just going to adhere the top of the Cello Bag to the inside of the tag, and then I'm going to take the black 2 by 2, and I'm going to layer this right over top of that, like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take the adhesive, I'm going to run a border along the edge of the scallops to seal this up. Just like that. Okay, then the Boo is going to be layered over top of the Wisteria Wonder. This is going to go on the inside. Then I layered the Spooky on top of the black. And this is going to go on the front, just like that. And then you can flip it over so this peekaboo window doesn't show. I'm going to go ahead and add the 2 by 2 piece of black cardstock over top of that so it doesn't show. Okay, and that's it. And then I'm going to take the Dazzling Details, and I'm just going to add some dots along the scallops. Okay, super cute. And then when you open it, it says Boo. How cute! Okay, so then here's the other ones. Here's this one, and then the Christmas one. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye!